Well, welcome back. So today, I came up with a talk title as I was exploring what was happening in my life at this moment during, I think it was Tuesday. And what came to me was all of a sudden, questions were coming up for me. And so it came to me when I was in meditation a little later that the talk title would be Questions. You ask and life answers. The question is, are you asking? The second question is, are you listening? You see, it's a reciprocal thing. This whole idea of questioning is reciprocal. The first thing we've got to do is ask. The second thing we've got to do is listen. And most of the time, we're doing neither. We've sort of stagnated. We're settled into what we are. We're not asking the questions. But here's what I've come to understand. Without questions, our life doesn't change. See, if we're not questioning things in our lives, we're not stimulating our minds to look at things differently. We're not going to build up any new desires. We're not going to see things with a different light. Everything will remain the same. We will not question. We'll become robots. Because that's what robots do. Robots don't question. They're waiting for commands. But you see, we're not robots. We're divine beings in human form. And our role in this life is to become more. And in order to become more, we've been given the gift, the ability to question. You see, without questions, how do we determine what we value most, what we like most, what we desire most? You see, without questions, we don't look at life. And as you think about the great minds, I'm reading the book, The Life and Times of Ernest Holmes this week, his autobiography. And one of the things from the very time Ernest could just speak, everything for him was questions. He questioned everything over and over and over again. And even the things that he found answers to, he still questioned them because he understood that our role in life is to expand. So the number one question people ask, or at least I do, is, who am I? And what I've come to understand is I'm a unique, whole, and perfect expression of infinite love. I'm a microcosm of the macrocosm. Now that's how I interpret it. And what I know that if it's true for me, then it's true for everyone. That everyone is an individualization of love. That everyone is a microcosm of the macrocosm. So if that's who I am, what's my purpose? Why am I here? And the best that I've got on that is to fully express life. I have the ability, because I am part of the one mind, to think beyond anything I can ever imagine. I have the ability to experience beyond anything I could ever dream. And I'm in physical form with my five senses, with my creative mind, with the power to create through the power of my thoughts, to do exactly that. To create a life so beyond anything. And so my purpose in life is to fully experience it as Lee Wolak. And I want to ask you to consider that your purpose in life is to fully experience it as only you can. And you see, here's the interesting thing. The quality of that experience, the quality of our life will be based on the quality of the questions we ask. I've heard that said many, many, many times. The quality of our questions determines the quality of our lives. So are you asking me in respect to everything that's happening right now, are you saying, oh my God, what am I going to do now? Oh my God, the rent is due. Oh my God, what if I get the disease? Oh my God, I don't have insurance. Those questions probably don't bring you a sense of joy. Those questions are going to bring you a great sense of dis-ease. You will find that you are adding stress to your life. And as you add stress to your life, you open your immune system up to receive or allow the virus, if there is a virus in you, or any other virus within you, or any other illness or disease within you, an opportunity to enter. Because what we understand now is there's all sorts of bacteria and illness. Cancer cells are in us right now. But when the immune system is functioning 100%, when it's in homeostasis, those cells can't live. The immune system takes care of them. So again, the quality of our questions can help our immune system to function better. The questions are we asking? Are we asking questions that take us into a deeper state of fear? Or are we asking questions that take us into a greater state of expansion, a greater state of life, a greater sense of being and becoming more? Here's the thing that I really have come to understand, is that questions can bring balance and release attachments. And when we can question something, and by questioning see the balance that's in our lives of any event, we set ourselves free from the attachment to that, understanding there's always both sides. And with balance and without attachment, guess what? We're in a state of perfect freedom. And perfect freedom is our natural state. It's how we were born. The second we were born free. And then through the process of letting these mental ideas become a part of who we are, those mental ideas form boxes, they form boundaries about our possibility. And so questions allow us to break free of that boundary. They allow us to break free of our habits. And then when we ask the right questions and we bring them into balance, we no longer have to worry about forgiveness. We no longer have to worry about bringing the past in, because once you see the balance in life, you don't care about the past anymore. It no longer has an emotional charge on you. It's only that when you bring it forward into the now on a one-sided view, an unbalanced view, that you're going to have the pain, anguish, hurt. So balance can be achieved through questioning. Non-attachment can be received through questioning. So let me give you some ideas about questions. So I'm going to look at 4 areas of life. And the first area of life I'm going to look at is spiritually. Because we're all spiritual. We're all connected to the divine oneness right here and now. And so spiritually, I'm going to ask, what can I do with what I have, where I am now, that will allow me to experience a greater sense of oneness? Do you notice what I'm asking? What can I do now in this moment where I am with what I have that will allow me to experience a greater sense of oneness? And I don't care what your religious background is, Buddhist, Hindu, Christian, Jewish, Islam, atheist, agnostic, a sense of oneness, a sense of connection to something greater than we are, is the desired ultimate experience. It's the desired outcome. It's what is called nirvana. It's heaven on earth. It's peace. It's beauty. It's love. It's joy. Oneness is the key. So if you're sitting home and you're in quarantine or you're in confinement, social distancing, how can you do with what you've got to experience greater oneness? Could it be build a meditation habit? You could join me every morning at 7 a.m. We do a guided meditation on Zoom every morning at 7 a.m. for 20 minutes. You could decide to plug in and be a part of that. What a great time to build a habit of meditation. You could join me this afternoon at 4 o'clock for a prayer gathering. What a great time to understand and learn more how to effectively use prayer to create your life. What a great time to use affirmations to understand the power that you are, to really let go of the illusion that there's not enough, but that you're whole and perfect as you are. You see, what can you do now? Everything you need is with you right now. So from a spiritual standpoint, I think we've got that one covered. Now let's go to health and well-being. And let's ask the question of that. What can I do now with what I have, where I am, that will allow me to have a greater sense of health and well-being? Well, where you are now, can you drink water every day? Yes. Can you drink half your body weight in ounces of water every day? Yes. Is water not a purifier? Yes. Is your body made of 70+% water? Yes. Are you then rejuvenating it, purifying it by just bringing water into your life, hydrating your body? Yes. Can you eat healthier foods, the right amount of foods, not overeat, but eat right? Can you bless the food as you take it in? Yes. Can you go for a walk? Can you maybe do push-ups? Can you do leg raises? Can you do sissy squats? Sissy squats are just squats without weights. Can you do lunges? What can you do right now that will allow you to experience a greater sense of health and well-being? What if you took 30 minutes a day to walk, to exercise, to move? How would your body enjoy that? It would. So why not make that a habit today? You've got the time. Now, what about the area of relationships? Here in relationships, you can say, what can I do now with what I have, where I am, that will allow me to deeply connect with others? Number one, we can learn to be kinder. And we can learn to be kinder with ourselves first. And the best way to be kinder is to not judge ourselves, to accept ourselves as we are, which is self-love, and to move forward. And what about if you're confined with people? Like I'm in my home with my wife and my son, Stephen. So the key thing is I'm with them. Be kind to them. Be open to them. Allow them the freedom and the space to do what they like. Don't overpower them. Don't be overbearing. But if you're alone, what can you do? You can be really kind to yourself. And then take the opportunity to call people that you care for. Talk to them on the phone. Don't text. Don't email. Call. Hear their voice. And if you have FaceTime or Skype, look at their face. Connect with them now. Become the man or the woman who is living a life of love, living a life of acceptance, living a life in kindness, living a life giving themselves freedom and allowing others to be free to be themselves. So if we go to wealth and career, we can ask the question, what can I do now with what I have, where I am, that will allow me to use my unique talents that will provide greater service to others? Do you notice how I said that? What can I do now with my unique talents that will provide greater service to others? Because you have unique talents as I have unique talents. Now I'm trying to find a way. How can I use those talents to serve greater numbers of people? And what I've come to understand, the greater the service I give, the greater numbers of people I serve, more must come back to me. So you may not be in a position like I am being a minister where I'm there guiding people, I'm teaching people, I'm supporting people. So I'm actually doing that right here with you now. You may be in a corporate environment. Well, what can I learn today that will make me more valuable in my corporate role? Can I spend a half hour looking at a YouTube video on how to be a more effective leader, how to be a better mathematician, how to be a better salesperson? How can I? Here's the thing, if you're in sales, and most of us are in sales in some form or fashion, we are selling ourselves, are you taking time every day to connect with people? Even if it's a text message to say, hey, you're on my mind. Is there anything I can do to connect with you, to support you at this time? Oh my God. People love to know that you care. And if you do that, your career will continue to evolve and move upwards. with the idea of wealth, what a perfect time to look at our expenditures and decide, what is it we really do need? And what are we extraneously spending money on because we thought it would fulfill us? And hopefully you're not out there using Amazon all day long buying things. This is a time to really look at your closet. Go through your closet today. Discern, if I haven't worn it in a year, give it away. Go through your closet, go through your drawers, go through your home. Detoxify your home by getting rid of everything that is no longer of value to you. When you do that, you're saying to the universe, I'm making more room for more to come. And I know it will become because anything I choose can be mine. But you've got to be open to that possibility. You've got to be open to the idea, and you've got to create space for it in your life. Remember, our perceptions control our experience. And it is only through questioning everything, that we can change our perceptions. See, so if we have a perception that there's not enough, we've got to ask questions. Where did that belief come from? Is that belief true? Is there another way to look at this situation? And start asking those questions right here, right now. And the thing when we're asking questions about ourselves, because we're the only ones that we can change. We can't change anyone else. We can only change ourselves. So the questions are not even relevant. How can I change that person? Not a good question. How can I change myself? Good question. So the thing that I want to say to you is this. If you remember anything from today's talk, I invite you to question everything. Question everything for the rest of your life, every day, and be open to the idea of listening. Because when you open to the idea of listening, that universal mind within you will answer. And you will lead an extraordinary life, a life beyond what anyone could ever imagine.
I want to thank you for joining us today. I'm so grateful that you took your time to watch or listen to this message. If you found this message beneficial, I would ask that you go to our website, agapecsl.com. Once there, click on the donate button and experience the joy of conscious and purposeful giving. Or if you would like, text your gift by simply dialing 972-532-6976. It is through your gifts that we are able to bring this message to you in the world. I would ask that if you like this message, to please subscribe to my YouTube channel under my name, Lee Wolak. Again, I want to thank you for joining me in the Agape community as we learn how to better self-love through conscious living.